Hi friends, this is Unit 2, Lesson 6 for 2nd grade math. We are starting a new section in this unit. So there is a family letter on page 85 that I would like you to make sure that you rip out or show to your parents. In front of you, you need page 87, a pencil, and that is it. We are going to start learning how to do two-digit addition. We are going to learn technically 4 different methods, but 2 of them are very similar. Our method today is called the drawing method, or also known as the proof drawing. Okay, so we are not going to be solving the equations, but we are going to be making drawings to help us find the answer. So let me show you what that means. So it says for the instructions, solve each word problem. Mr. Green puts 56 red peppers in the vegetable bin. Mrs. Green puts 28 yellow peppers in the bin. How many peppers do they put in the bin all together? So for this problem, I see that I have 56 and 28, and I'm trying to figure out how many peppers do they put in the bin all together. So we are going to be adding on this problem. Get a little closer for you. Okay, and when I am adding, I have 2 numbers. I have 56 and I have 28. So I'm going to write those numbers. Oops, not 58, 56. I'm going to write them in a vertical equation. I'm going to make sure that I line up my 5 and my 2 and my 6 and my 8, and I draw an equal line. So that's the first step. My next step is since I'm doing the drawing method or the proof drawing method, I'm going to draw each of my numbers in boxes, sticks, and circles. So I have 5 tens and 6 ones, and you want to make sure they are nice, neat, and organized. And I have 2 tens and 8 ones. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these 2 sets of symbols together, okay? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my ones, and I'm going to ask myself, can I make a group of 10? If I have 5 right here and 5 right here, can I make a group of 10? Yes. That's why I like to draw them in groups of 5. So I'm going to very carefully circle those 10 ones, and I'm going to write a 10 next to it. Now I'm going to look at my tens. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens here, 6 and 7. Can I make a new 10 there? Oh, I even forgot one. 8. Can I make a new 10? If I have 8, is that more than 10? No, it's not. So now I can write my answer. So I'm going to look at how many ones are left over. I have 1 right there, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put a 4 right there. Now I'm going to count up my tens. I have 5 right here, 6, 7, and don't forget another one right there, which is 8. So my answer is 84. 84 peppers. All right, let's do the next one. We are going to do most of these problems. I think we're going to do all these problems together. And then when you have small groups this week, you'll practice them on your own. So we have Mrs. Green stacks 43 tomatoes. Mr. Green adds not 39 more. How many tomatoes do they stack in all? So tomatoes is my label. It's right after how many. I see the word in all, so I know I'm adding. And here are my two numbers. So 43, I'm going to write my equation, plus 39. Remember, it's very important to line up your numbers. The 10s go together and the 1s go together, and that you draw your equal line and a plus sign. I'm going to draw each of my numbers. So there's 43, and here is 39. So the first thing I ask myself if I can do is, do I have 10 ones or more? Can I make a new 10? The answer is yes. So I have 9 right here, and I need to just take 1 from up there, and I get 10. And I have 2 left over. Now I want to double check my 10s and see if I have 10 or more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't forget this guy is 8. So do I have more than 10? No, I don't. So now we can write our answer. I have 2 1s left over. So I put a 2 right there. And then let's go back and count our 10s again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we get an answer of 82. Now things are going to get a little trickier. We're going to start making a new 100. So our answers are going to be bigger. So let's see what we have. It says Mr. Green counts 65 cans. Mrs. Green counts 82 cans. How many cans do they count in all? Okay, so I'm going to add 65 plus 82. Okay, so line up your numbers, draw your equal line. All right, so now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to draw both of my numbers. If you need to pause the video, you can. And I'm going to start by checking my ones. Do I have 10 or more? If so, I'm going to circle them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have more than 10? No, I'm going to leave them be. Now I'm going to look at my 10s. I need to see, are there more than 10? There's a lot of them, right? So there are more than 10. So what I want to do is I want to put a box around 10 of them, because what is 10 tens? Do you remember? It's 100, right? So that's why I like to line up my groups of 5. So this right here is 100. So now I'm ready to write in my answer. I'm going to go back to my ones. I have 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to put that right there. How many 10s do I have not in my hundreds box? 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. And then my hundreds box means I have a 1 in my hundreds place. So not a lot harder, but you just have to make sure that you're double checking each time. Do you have 10 or more ones? And do you have 10 or more 10s? So my answer is 147 cans. All right, one more word problem to go on this side. Let's check it out. It says Mrs. Green counts 57 bags of beans. Mr. Green counts 71 bags of beans. How many bags of beans do they count in all? So I have 57 and 71. How many bags of beans do they have in all? So I'm going to start by lining up my equation. I'm going to draw my number. Now, I'm going to look at my ones and see, do I have 10 or more ones? I have 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, I don't. Oops, I didn't draw my number all the way. How did I do that? Now I'm going to look at my tens. I have 5, 10, 11, 12. So what do I need to do around my 10 tens? I need to put a box around them. And that means 100. So now I've combined everything that I need to. Now I can write my answer. So let's go back to our ones. I have 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 2 extra 10s, so that's a 2 right there. And then don't forget about your 100. So my answer is 128, and my label is bags of beans. All right, turn your paper over to page 88. We have 2 more word problems to do, and then we have some fluency practice. So number 5, I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm actually going to have you try it on your own. So number 5 says, Mrs. Green stacks 37 boxes of mushrooms. Mr. Green stacks 29 boxes of mushrooms. How many boxes do they stack all together? So all together tells me that I'm adding, right? So let's get our problem set up together, and then I'll have you pause the video and you can solve it. Remember, the only method that you're doing is the drawing method. So right now, pause the video and use the drawing method to get an answer. Okay, friends, so first thing I have to do is I have to draw each of my numbers. Now I'm going to look at my ones. Do I have 10 or more ones? The answer is yes. So I'm going to circle 10 of them. Now I'm going to look at my tens. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't have enough to make a new 100, right? Oh, and I have 6 right there. I keep forgetting that one. Okay, so if I count my ones, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then going back to count my tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you should have gotten 66 boxes. Okay, let's look at number 6. Number 6 says, Mr. Green sells 65 bananas. Mrs. Green sells 54 bananas. How many bananas do they sell in all? So in all means that I'm adding. Go ahead and set up your problem. 65 plus 54. And pause the video and use the drawing method to solve this problem. Okay, friends, let's see how you did. So first I'm going to draw my problem. Okay, now I'm going to look at my ones. Do I have 10 or more? I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, so I leave them be. Now I look at my tens. Do I have more than 10? 10 or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I do. So that's 100. Okay, now I can fill in my answer. So I go back to my ones. I have 9 ones. I have 1 extra 10. So that goes right there. And then I have my new 100. So I get an answer of 119. All right, last part. I'm going to have you solve 7 through 18 on your own. So when you're ready, pause the video. And then when you are done, unpause to check your answers. All right, friends, here we go. 6 plus 8 is 14. 9 plus 7 is 16. 6 plus 10 is 16. 9 plus 4 is 13. 10 plus 1 is 11. 7 plus 6 is 13. Switching to minus. 15 minus 7 is 8. 20 minus 10 is 10. 18 minus 9 is 9. Some doubles facts right there. 11 minus 6 is 5. 15 minus 8 is 7. And 16 minus 7 is 9. All right, friends, we will practice more with the drawing method in our small groups. Great job. See you later.